Welcome to my show. I am your girl, Amara La Negra. And as usual, you're listening to Exactly Amara. Thank you so much for downloading and subscribing. Thank you for the love and support. Por chismosearme la página. Thank you for writing all your comments and messages. I'm always grateful for it. And if you haven't yet, do it now. Rate us 5 stars. So, in the beginning of my season of Exactly Amara, here with you guys, I started with my co-host, Stevey Newnez. Eventually, he got real busy. He started doing his own thing, and I've been doing my own thing. Pero I won't lie, I do miss him. I miss his company. I miss having him. And that's why today I wanted him to join me, Stevey Newnez, to join me so that we can go over a little bit of the royal baby shower. Mira, I must admit that I've missed you a whole bunch. I miss your energy. I think that you are such an amazing person, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I am grateful that you're my friend, and I am grateful that you were one of the people that actually came to show me love and support me in my baby shower. Pero mi amor, tantas cosas pasaron en un baby shower. Let me tell you something.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yo no sabía que un baby shower was so much work. I did a beautiful baby shower. Shout outs to Onyx, the banquet hall. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Shout outs a mi amiga personal del alma, Epic Events. Epic Events in Miami made sure that my gender reveal was amazing, made sure that my baby shower was amazing. I am just so grateful for them. Ramoncito, el del chef, the bizcocho. I mean, everybody that came together to make it happen, pero it was so much work. God.
Can we talk about the cake? How good? First of all, they sat me down with her, the one that did your cake.
Yes.
She is incredible. And on top of that, it was a Dominican cake.
Claro, mi amor. You can't have a party without a Dominican cake. Ese bizcocho dominicano, mi amor, it's moist, it's soft, tiene un sabor, una vaina. Like, no hay nada como un bizcocho dominicano. I'm sorry, Dominican cake is fire.
It was sabroso, and the cake tastes amazing. And listen, I'm not a cake fan, but her cake
was good.
I mean, everything. Que lo hizo con amor, con
Mira,
mucho
el
amor.
cake, the food was good. The setup was very royal, very goddess, very queen, very así empress, very bien el imperio, así como me gusta a mí como la realeza. I was like over the top because people are like, oh my God, this is the first baby shower that I go to that it's like, so extra. Usually people don't do it like that. They do something more simple.
Let's talk about La Hora Loca.
I had La Hora Loca. I had dancers. I had robots. I had smoke machines. We were dancing punta. I mean, it was just really, really dope. The DJ was cool. I mean, it was just such a vibe. Like, if you haven't seen it, go check it out on my Instagram at Amara La Negra ALN. Amara La Negra ALN. On the highlights, it says baby shower. And there you can see my dress. Valentino Omar did a beautiful gold, very royal, regal dress for me that I really loved. My hairstyle, it was like a whole concept.
La cola, mija.
Yeah.
You did it.
No, I loved it. Ahora. Now that I've already expressed all the great things and how wonderful and everything it was.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought it was great, but you had some guests there. Can we talk about some guests you had there? So if you didn't know already, she had Jackie, which is the...
Jackie Guerrido.
Yes, she's amazing.
I had Brett Renner too, which I love very much. He came to show me some love and support. That's my friend.
And then you had Bobby Light.
I had Bobby Lights. I had Princess Love. Okay, later on, you guys will see because she also is going through some situations that you guys will have an opportunity to find out on Love and Hip Hop this season. But I think she kind of somewhat made it public, the fact that she is no longer with the father of her children, her husband, to my understanding, Ray J. And the baby shower was something that really touched her. Y tuvimos un momento, like heart-to-heart moment, but I'll talk about it in a little bit. Neri was there as well. There were a lot of people.
Yo bailé merengue con la mamá de ella toda la noche.
Sí.
Yo estaba bailando con ella, con tu tía. Las tías tuyas, sabrosas. That's where you got it from, because esas mujeres estaban in the dance floor.
Richard Photography gifted me an amazing picture of a maternity picture that I did. All those things. Mira, the truth of the matter is I had a beautiful baby shower. It was really, really nice. I truly appreciated being able to have done this for my girls, being able to have this memory, because to be honest, it was more about the memory and about the celebration than anything else. And I'll tell you this, something I want to clear up too. Cuando la gente vieron some of the clips that I posted on Instagram about the behind the scenes, and I'm gonna get into the juicy part now. A lot of them were talking shit like, oh, Amara is so rude, she's so disrespectful. Look how she was talking, and la, 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 la. And I'm like, first of all, only if people knew, because la gente le gusta hablar mucha mierda sin saber. People love to talk without really knowing what was going on. One, I had like 8 cameras in my face. There's a whole bunch of production there. You know, we're already late. My guest has been sitting there for a long time. I won't get into details, but they wouldn't let my guests come in because everybody that came into the event had to had proof of a COVID test. And if they didn't have a proof of COVID test, they literally had to leave. So there were a lot of people that went home, showered, changed after work, or got a babysitter or whatever, got their white outfit, all this stuff, got there, and then they were like, oh, you can't get inside because of the COVID test. So it was just so much happening. And then I felt like, bueno, let's figure out a way where the people that have been COVID tested sit in the front, y lo que no atrás. I understand safety. We're in a new world right now where we have to protect ourselves, where COVID is serious. And on top of that, you know, you're going to a baby shower with a woman that's pregnant with twins. You don't want to feel responsible if you pass on COVID to her or to her guests. I totally get that part. But I was already pissed off. And then when you're doing these type of events, all the pressure is on you. Everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody wants to hug you. Everybody wants to rub your stomach. Time out. Now that I say that, etiquette. Stop rubbing pregnant women's stomach. What is wrong with you? Like, they're not Buddhas. I get that you're like, oh my God, the baby is cute. I get that part. I don't know about other cultures, pero como buena Latina, we're like, we have these thoughts of like, you know, la envidia, los malos deseos, la energía, the energies or whatever. So tú vienes con tu salación. You come with all your bad juju and your bad energy and your stress in your life. And then you come and you rub it all up in my stomach. And then I don't want to be rude and be like, yo, can you back off? I don't mind standing next to you. I don't mind taking a picture. I don't mind you saying something nice. Pero, y que si tú le dices, can you please stop? They get offended. They get offended. You're supposed to just sit there and let them rub all up on you like, dude, I don't want to be rubbed on. First of all, I'm already hormonal. I already have an attitude. I'm pissed off. My uterus hurts. I got to pee every 3 minutes. I'm hungry and I want to go to sleep. And then I gotta let everybody come y que me estén sobando la barriga. But anyways, so there was just so much going on that day. I get there to the event. Like I said, I was already late. They wouldn't let my guests come inside. That's why I was already screaming, because I had people that literally took a whole flight to make it to my baby shower, because it was like a really important moment for me. And then they're calling me, Amara, we can't get inside. You know, blase, production won't let us get in. Esto y lo otro. And I understood because, you know, they have a certain protocol that they have to follow. Pero ya yo me estaba like desquiciando. I was already so pissed off. I didn't even care. I was just like, I invested so much money into making this event. For those that saw some of the clips and were, you know, judging me without really knowing the story, there goes some of it.
It was true though, because I was there. They were so, listen, we were so hungry. And they were like, we had to wait for you. And I understood we did have to wait for you. But we were just so hungry. We were starving. And you came out and you said, fix that. So what I loved about you is that even though you were filming, you were very attentive to us. You were like, make sure that they're eating, make sure that they're entertained.
But that's what happens when you're the one hosting events. It's like when you have a wedding, when you have any of those things, when you are the one hosting the events, you have to be the one giving all the attention to everything. And in a way or another, it's a beautiful thing, but then you don't get to enjoy your own event as much because you're making sure that all your guests are comfortable, que todo el mundo esté bien, que nadie le haga falta their drinks or this or that. And by the end of the night, they're like, did you enjoy it? I did, but I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't had to been like the one on top of everything. Because even if you don't have to, people still want your attention. If they're going to your event, they want to know that you're catering to them somehow, that you're paying attention to them, that you acknowledge the fact that they're there, which is cool. I get that part. Pero some people can be very annoying. Some people don't know how to be like, hola Mara, que say, okay, cool, boom. I'm gonna go about my way. Etiquette, guys. Let's work on that. And I'm not saying it because of me. Like me, there's 1,000 people that if you have an opportunity of meeting, your biggest celebrity crush or whatever, just be mindful, be respectful, be cool about it. Don't like super OD. It was just a lot going on, but I just wanted to give you, both sides of the story, like both aspects. So that's the kind of like the bad that happened. My father didn't come. I was hoping that he would be there because it was one of the most important days, obviously, of my life, right? But he left to DR because he has a little skank over there, so he was busy. But with that being said, it's okay though. It's okay though, because that's part of life. My baby's father didn't show up either. I was hoping that he would be there, or just, I was hoping he would just show up to surprise me, like surprise. I came here to celebrate at least for the girls. And there was a part of me that kept hoping that he would show up, but he didn't show up either. That really hurt my feelings. And one of the most special moments for me in this baby shower, when I came out, they opened the curtains and I went down the stairs, and I was on stage and everybody saw me and everybody was clapping because the excitement, I looked pretty, whatever. When I went down and they gave me the mic and I had the opportunity of talking, I gave a little speech about how grateful I was that all my friends and family came to support me, or at least the ones that were there. Because I was like, you guys didn't have to be there. You guys didn't have to take a flight. You guys didn't have to drive there. You guys didn't have to come after work, after a long day of work to, come celebrate with me. My girls, like, you guys didn't have to do that. And it was a very vulnerable moment for me that I was open to my friends and family and coworkers, because a lot of, like, I'm very private and a lot of people don't know about my personal life besides what I obviously allowed them to know. And I cried because I was like, I never thought that I would be standing on the stage by myself. In my mind, I had dreams of how this moment was going to be, but I was just so grateful to look to my right and my left and see so many people that were there. Like, because sometimes we focus so much on the negative, and it's like, but if you just stop and really take in what's currently happening, look how many people came in to show you love. Look how many people did come here to appreciate the fact that, that you're here and your girls and just everything overall. So I was grateful for that. Later on, I try to disconnect my mind from the negativity of the stress of, filming and production, and just all the hiccups that had happened in the event, and just enjoy that night. Bailamos merengue, you and I, we danced. My mom and I, we danced. I danced with as many people as possible. I tried to laugh as much as possible. I just tried to take in the positive, because normal, the negative will always be there. Y en ese moment, I was just so mad because there was just so many things happening. I was emotionally not there because I felt like, oh, my baby daddy didn't come. My dad's not here. This is pissing me off. I'm already hormonal. Everything me estaba encojonando. Like, everything is just bad. But then it's like, there was a switch in my mind where I was like, you know what? It's really not as bad as it seems. Things could have been so much worse. And I was just happy and I really enjoyed my baby shower.
And you can see that you enjoyed it. What I loved the most was that, man, when you got on that mic, you hosted it, and you're such a great host. We had such a great
You
time.
hosted
I
too.
Bro, full control of the baby shower. Like, I had so much fun. But like, man, if you were there to see it, like, she grabbed the mic. Let me give you guys a little vision. He said, "Where the party at? It's time to party." And it was like that moment. Oh my God. From then on, it was the greatest baby shower I've ever been to. It was so beautiful. I mean, and then you use the purity of whites. Now, why did you choose white? Is my question.
I wanted to do it like that. I felt the same way, like you just said. It was just the purity of having, everybody come in white, and it was clean, and it was very angelic. ¿Cómo se dice? Angelic? Is that the word? Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Um, that's the energy that I wanted. I just wanted to be a pure clean space. And then obviously, I had to stand out. So I came out in a gold dress. Pero it was just very nice. And I wanted to have a concept. I also went, OD for the gender reveal party because then I had helicopters and I had fireworks. And, I did the most. I brought todo el zoológico lo traje, like the whole zoo. Like I did a whole production.
Yeah.
And then now the other thing I'm thinking about is that I told my mom, mira, gender reveal, baby shower, su primer añito, the first year. And after that, that's it, mi amor. After that, we're going to get un bizcochito from the supermarket, a little candle, and call it a day until you're 15. No. I can't be doing this all the time. What do you think this is?
No, you're right. It is a huge production. And I feel about that because Stevie Jr., his second birthday is coming up March 11th. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we're going to do the second and the third. And it's like, you have to keep doing better and better and better. And it's too much stress. So I think I'm just going to take him to Disney World, cut him a cake, and call it a day. That's the good thing about living in Florida is that we get to go to.
Bueno, I mean, you can at least go to Disney World, but that's another question. At 2 years old, do they still remember?
No, but at least they look at the pictures. Daddy took me.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Pero mira, old school way, I don't know about y'all in which state you may be, but down here in Miami, we used to have the Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my God, remember Chuck
E. Cheese? Yo, mira, you go to the Chuck E. Cheese, you get a little bizcochito, you get a little, a pizza with all the little kindergarten friends, and everybody's having fun, and they don't even know what's happening. Y'all play with little balls, and it's perfect. Pero these productions every year, I know maybe it's the excitement of the first time, mom or whatever. Because usually I've seen this happen on social media and I've seen this happen in real life. When it's your first kid, you go over the top. After you have your second, third, fourth, fifth, yeah, it's like, look. And I definitely miss those days. I feel like things have gotten, and it's also because of social media. Social media and the standards of how, you're supposed to be extra as hell and showcase everything, showcase everyone what you're capable of doing and, all this other stuff. But to be honest, if I would have had the opportunity of doing it again, if there were anything I could have done differently, I think it would have been really cool. I think it would have been really, really cool, really awesome if I would have been able to done like a Zoom invitation or a Zoom thing and then have all my family in DR or friends that weren't able to actually make it to watch it at least through Zoom. And we could have all been como que connected on like a big Jumbotron, a big screen or something. I think that would have been super dope.
That would have. It would have been like the Wendy Williams show when she has the audience there. They would have all been there. That would have been, my God, Amara, that's great. Maybe someone's listening and you just gave them a great idea.
Yeah, I think that would have been a really cool moment. If anything, I think I would have probably had more food because I was definitely more, hungry for other things, but maybe that was just me craving things. I think that I would had probably, I really wanted to dance more and qué sé yo, como que gozármela más, but in my gender reveal, I dropped it like it was hot and I went down and todo, but I couldn't do it. It was just too much. I couldn't dance and enjoy it as much as I wanted to, but I enjoyed watching other people have fun. I think that I also would, like I said, I don't really care too much if my dad would have been there or not. It wouldn't have made a difference to me. But it would have made a difference to me if the father of my girls would have actually showed up. I think that would have been, even a more special moment. So that later on, when they look back into it, they could be like, oh, my dad was there too. But hey, that's part of life. And I don't know. I think that everything came out pretty perfect. Oh, well, one last thing. I think I would have done a COVID test outside. Yeah, COVID test outside, make sure that everybody before they came in has some way of showing their COVID test. Well, not showing, but just getting it done right there. I think it would have been for the protection of all of us. Thank God that nobody came out, nadie se contagió. No, I didn't get any news of anybody that got sick or anything. Pero I do understand that for health purposes, we have to adapt and understand whether we like it or not, that, we have to protect ourselves for our health. So, but other than that, I really enjoyed just how everything came along.
Listen, I felt that you wanted to dance and have fun, and I felt that energy just because I know how you are. So I made sure I went up to her. I told the DJ, ponme un merengue clásico ahí. And me and Amara had our moment and we danced and I made sure she had her moment. You know, it's so te
Yeah.
mueve, mija, aunque tú te preñas, tú te mueves con ese swing, pero eso es dominicano hasta el fin. Fabulosa divina. We were dancing. We had a grand old time. I think I think it was perfect, actually, Amara. I thought your baby shower for you, it was for you. It wasn't, it was your day and your twins' days. It doesn't matter. Whoever was there was meant to be there. It was just that, be
And I wanted to
to
be I
there,
want
you know.
yeah.
Mhm.
I wanted to be able to share this experience with my fans and followers. I just wanted to be able to share with you guys because I know that you saw some videos, some clips on my social media, and a lot of you, questioned and asked, "Hey, what was going on?" And basically, that's what it was. But I enjoyed it. I had so much fun, and I can't wait for my girls to finally be here. I can't wait, Stevie, for you to meet them as well. And then later on, I guess their first year will be the next big production, horses or ponies, and you already know I gotta be extra as
Yeah.
hell. But after that, está bueno, yeah. After that, that's it, is a
So
wrap. Yeah, we're gonna wait till your 15th.
it's awesome because I am waiting for like play dates. I know that, my
See.
and that would be so fun. I can't wait for Playdates. Amara, this is like an amazing time for you. You're gonna have double the love. You know, and if I could just offer one thing to our kids, we're everything. We can't do not one thing wrong. Like my kids love me unconditionally, and I've learned unconditional love through my children. They make me feel so loved and so a part of this world. So I just can't wait for the stories. I mean, make sure you guys tune into the future episode of Exactly Amara when she has the babies because there's gonna be so much that you're gonna be giving there.
Even though que mira, te voy a decir la verdad. I know that some of my listeners are like, we're over the baby talk already. And I get it, but it's my first time. And I'm excited. And what am I supposed to do? That doesn't happen every
Absolutely.
day. Women don't have twins, all the time. And obviously naturally también. So actually no triplets, nonetheless, twins. So I'm sorry if I'm excited. I'm sorry if, I want to share this with my Exactly Amara family. And I want to share you guys, the journey and the process that I'm going through. But with that being said, Stevie, como siempre, muchas gracias for joining me. Thank you for being part of this amazing conversation because you were there and you saw it with your own eyes. So I wanted you to be able to back me up with what I was saying. Besos para ti, wishing you nothing but the best. Y I'm so proud of you and all the success and the great things that you're doing with your career. By the way, for those that don't know, where can they follow you?
At Stevey Newnez, that's SteveYnewnez at all social media platforms.
Ya lo sabe. Bueno, mi gente, thank you so much for joining me. Como siempre, thank you for joining me every Thursday. Gang, gang, gang on Exactly Amara. Remember to follow me. Follow us at Exactly Amara and also my Cultura podcast on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. Go to the search bar, write Exactly Amara or Amara la Negra, and you'll find all the episodes there. And then on top of that, this has been a production of iHeart Radio's My Cultura Podcast Network. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows. This is your girl Amara la Negra, and you just heard Exactly Amara.